Hey, what's up, y'all? JQ in the building, man. Thank you for watching. Thank you for clicking on. First video today. We got a unique one. It's talking about the NBA's problem. Coming back there on this bubble thing. I don't know what this guy. I haven't watched it yet. I'm trying not to watch these, before I watch, so I'm reacting to it. I don't know what the problem is yet, but my problem personally is of course, Corona, and the concerns for the players, and then for the players' families once they go back to their families. It seems pretty sketchy. So it's like, should they do it? Should they not do it? I kind of vote they shouldn't do it. Like, who cares, man? This virus thing is a big deal. Like, it's affecting people long term. Like, people got it in the beginning of the year, they still have like symptoms, and it's like, they can still not smell, still not taste, and it's like it's a big deal. So it's like, I don't know if playing basketball and getting a championship is really worth it. But it's whatever. I get it. I'm excited. I love basketball too. I'm excited for the NBA too. Like, I'm gonna watch it. If they're gonna do it anyways, I'm gonna watch it too. You know what I mean? So, I'm gonna watch. I don't know what this guy's problem says the problem is, but we're about to find out together. I appreciate y'all for watching, and let's get into it. Let's get it. I don't know what I'm looking at. Now I really don't know what I'm looking at. I clicked on this randomly in the middle to see the quality of it. It looked pretty good. I don't know what the hell this beginning is though.
The NBA and the Players Association.
Why did I just watch all that? Is that his intro? Is that your intro, bro? Bro, that's your intro?
Because basketball is back, and Stephen A. When games start on July 31st, we will have...
After over 100 days of speculation, uncertainty, terrible Instagram posts,
oh, okay.
No basketball,
he's making a point.
The NBA season is returning. Last month, the NBA announced that on July 31st,
that was a wild beginning, my dude.
The season will be making its long-awaited return. Well, maybe.
I'm super glad it's not his intro.
Negotiating, NBA executives worked with GMs, owners, and players to come to a new finalized start date, and 3 more months of NBA basketball that may look very different than what we are accustomed to. But
yes,
as optimistic as things are looking, there are still some obstacles to overcome. For the remainder of the season, the NBA will feature 13 teams from the Western Conference and 9 teams from the Eastern Conference, basically telling the other 8 teams to get lost.
Yes.
Of these 22 teams that have been given a shot at the playoffs,
shout out to my Heat. Look at my Heat. We number 4. Look at my Heat. Look at my Heat, bro. Look at my Heat.
Raptors, who have arguably the toughest set of remaining games, to the Pelicans, who have a schedule.
I believe the Miami Heat have the hardest schedule.
The Blazers, who are once
I saw a report on that.
have a schedule that features
that's no cap either. It's no cap. I'm being for real.
Top 15 teams.
Then we have the hardest schedule.
Pelicans' remaining schedule features just 3. And if we look at other teams in the West that are on the brink of a playoff spot, their schedules are vastly more difficult than the Pelicans as well.
We get treated so dirty, bro.
It means that the NBA is conspiring to get their new up-and-coming poster boy into the playoffs by any means necessary.
That's facts. That's facts. I heard about that.
The NBA insists the remaining schedules are based off of the games each team had left before the break.
No.
Oh, right.
Nah, I'm with the conspiracy theory, man. Yeah, exactly. I'm with it, man. They want Zion in there.
I'm just glad
they want Zion in there, bro. I don't blame them. I love Zion.
Statement, the NBA stated that the remainder of the games will be played in a figurative bubble at the ESPN complex at Walt Disney World.
That'd be dope if it really was a bubble, though. That'd be kind of hard.
NBA players and staff will be
very expensive,
with
though.
all the amenities they will need for what may be up to 2.5 months. The league has set up practice facilities and game courts that look eerily similar to 2K's anti-up courts, missing the opportunity to call this facility the ballroom. You get it? Like, because they're playing basketball. The NBA also stated that, of course, there will be no live audience, and instead, the league may pump artificial crowd noise into the arenas
heard they're testing out
2K's crowd audio.
Yeah.
All right, Bucko. We're about 2 bad.
I don't want 2K.
This whole thing being one big 2K simulation.
Yeah.
But any sort
I don't want
might be better
2K,
than none.
2K noise.
If you've ever heard some of the chirping that gets picked up from the mics during normal NBA games, you'd understand the NBA's concern with having absolutely no crowd noise at all.
Yeah, a lot of cursing. I would love if they just do a silent version, like fake crowd noise version and a silent cursing version. Like one on ESPN 1, one on ESPN 2. That'd be kind of hard, right? I would love that. I would love that. Just to hear everything they're saying, hear stuff like that. Like, I think a lot of people would watch. I think they unlock a big audience.
It's exciting. But in just the past few weeks since the NBA
that's my take. I hope they do that.
There have been some major hiccups. Aside from Stephen A. Smith suggesting that NBA players...
I like your love score, man. I like the score, man. You make this yourself?
Certain recreational activities, there are some serious concerns with the NBA's plan. After testing the 302 players that will be competing once the season resumes,
a lot of people have gotten it.
A total of 25 tests came back positive for Rona. 25.
Every week, new people get it too.
8.2%
in the NBA, of course, every day.
That are set to play in Orlando. 3 of those 25 positive tests came from players on the Pelicans, which brought into question whether head coach Alvin Gentry should even...
And then Zion left for family reasons. Yeah, alright.
Positive include Spencer Dinwiddie, DeAndre Jordan, Malcolm Brogdon, Buddy Hield, and Nikola Jokic. Once the season resumes and all players and staff have entered the bubble,
Russ got it.
If
I don't know if he said that. Russ got it.
Rona, they will have to enter self-isolation for 2 weeks. Could you imagine if a superstar tested positive and had to sit out for at least 2 weeks? That can easily be the deciding factor for an entire playoff series. And even crazier, within this bubble, the NBA will be implementing video technology to track players at all times. If a player within the bubble tests positive, the NBA will use this tracking technology to see who the player has been in contact with. So, in other words, although the NBA is doing everything within its power to make sure no one who has the virus gets in before they're medically cleared, if anyone with the virus slips through the cracks and enters the bubble, this entire plan could fall apart.
That's gonna go down.
The virus isn't the only thing keeping players from coming back when the season returns. Some players have chose to willingly opt out of returning this season, including Victor Oladipo, Trevor
I don't blame
Ariza,
them.
Avery Bradley, and Davis Bertans, bringing the total percentage of players who may not be returning to over 10%, or the equivalent
sounds low, but that's pretty
entire team's worth of NBA players.
Yeah.
But now that we've covered all the negative, let's talk about the positive, baby. I mean, not positive, but let's just move on. One new feature regarding the remaining of the NBA season will be a play-in tournament for the playoffs. Normally, the 8 teams with the best records in each conference will make the playoffs. But in Orlando, the NBA is planning on having a play-in tournament for the 8th spot in the playoffs. If the 8th seed is more than 4 games ahead of the 9th seed, there will be no play-in tournament. But if the 8th seed is 4 games or fewer ahead of the 9th seed, there will be a best-of-2 series to decide who will get the 8th spot in the playoffs. So the 9th seed will have to win 2 head-to-head matchups against the 8th seed in order to get a spot in the postseason. Now, one change I personally think the NBA should experiment with during this unusual circumstance is different camera angles. Throughout the years, the league has played around with some interesting camera angles.
This year they tried one that was...
and give fans a more immersed experience. Like this courtside angle from the 2001 All-Star Game. Angles like this give a better perspective on just how fast the game is played in the NBA and just how massive some of these guys really are. But other than some audio adjustments and a possible play-in tournament, pretty much everything else about the NBA season will remain the same. And whatever the results of this crazy season is, we are set to witness history.
Crazy.
If the Lakers win, Anthony Davis and Dwight Howard will get their first ring, and LeBron will get his 4th. And if LeBron manages to win Finals MVP, he will be the
3 different champions. That's right. Yeah, I forgot about that.
The award for 3 different teams. If the Clippers win the championship, it will be the first time in the history of the franchise. Then again, if the Clippers get to the conference finals this season, that will also be a first for the franchise. Wow. Of course, if the Clippers win, this will be Paul George's first ring.
They almost did it today versus the
Rockets.
Rockets.
Finals MVP, he will also become the first
who could do it
player to win
first?
the award for 3 different
LeBron
teams.
and Kawhi, who could do it first?
If the Bucks win the championship this season, it will be Giannis Antetokounmpo's first ring. And if Giannis wins regular season MVP this year, which he should and will, he will be just the 11th player in league history to win league MVP and finals MVP in the same season. But here's where things get really interesting. At the moment, Giannis has the best odds of winning Defensive Player of the Year. Now,
as he
the
should.
league loves parity, so he may not actually win the award. But if Giannis pulls away in the DPOY race, he can potentially win regular season MVP, Defensive Player of the Year,
killed it this season.
A championship,
He's killed
and
it, man.
finals MVP,
How long is this
all
joint?
in the same season.
Okay, I can't tell.
Although this theoretical situation does have a lot of ifs, the only real question mark lies on him leading the Bucks to a championship.
He's definitely MVP.
Up to this point,
and to me, he's definitely defensive player. Him. Gobert did good, Ben did good, Davis did good, but Giannis did the best. Like, at both.
The best single season in NBA history.
That's crazy,
now,
but yeah.
I would mention other teams, but quite frankly, the odds of any other team even sniffing a championship this season is very, very unlikely.
Relax.
So, if you want to make 10 grand off of a $10 investment, then put your faith in Bradley Beal and the Wizards. But if you're not a degenerate gambler, just sit back and enjoy what may be the most eventful finale to any NBA season we've
I don't think it's gonna be so simple.
Hopefully, everything goes according to plan.
I got Lakers Bucks just like he does, but
the season returns on schedule.
I think it's just gonna be wild.
Enjoyed. And as always,
I think the Rockets got something for people. I think the Rockets definitely got something for people. Is that it? I'm guessing. Yeah, it's it. Okay, cool. Hey man, I don't know you. That's my first time watching this video. That was a good vid. I enjoyed the score. I enjoyed the music. Yeah, I think the Rockets gonna turn out. I think dang, Russ got it. Russ got the coronavirus. Let's see how Russ comes back. But you know, if he didn't, I mean, still potentially, I think the Rockets could turn up. I think my Heat's gonna turn up. We cleaning up the Pacers if we still face them. We cleaning up the Pacers. Just anybody we face first round. I think we're definitely getting out the first round, which is gonna surprise people because we slept on. So you know what I'm saying, we're gonna do good, and I think it's gonna be a lot of fun. It's gonna be a lot of fun. They're definitely gonna try to cheat and get Zion in there. So the Zion's gonna get in there. It's gonna be Zion versus LeBron. It's gonna be a lot of good storylines there and stuff like that. And it's gonna be a real fun playoffs if it even happens. You know, the coronavirus is real and strong. But yeah, man, that's what I gotta say. That was a cool video. Was the problem coronavirus? I don't even really forget what the problem is. I think it's just coronavirus. I think that's all it is, man. I think that was all. I agree with him. If that was his problem, yeah, I agree. That is definitely an issue. But I appreciate y'all for watching, man. I got on the Joker shirt because it's the 12th year finale of The Dark Knight, best movie of all time, man. I recommend y'all watch that today. End your night with it. Yeah, thanks for watching. I sell shirts. I'm not gonna show them again. I show them all the time. I sell shirts. Go click it down below. They're cool. And if you don't want to, you miss it out, bro. You miss it out. I mean, they're hot. So that's it. Thanks for watching. Peace out.